Blessings, beloveds. Welcome back. This is going to be a super quick video on the power of relocation charts. And I'm using Novak Djokovic as an example because he's basically a legend, and he also won his 10th Grand Slam singles in Melbourne, Australia, just a couple of days ago. And what I want to show you is super interesting. First of all, it's important to put into context what happened last year when he was deported from Australia, and the whole story around that, which did correspond to the fact that he chose to remain sovereign in his choice of not participating in a program that the world expected everybody to conform to, namely the liquid that has been placed in people's arms, right? Just to use language that will kind of explain what I'm saying without going into things that might censor me. So anyway, each to their own, but I'm just demonstrating the astrology here and just how powerful it is. So let me just share my screen and just show you guys literally just a couple of quick things. First of all, let me also say that I've done two videos, part one, part two, on his chart and what was going on at that time when he was in Melbourne last year and was deported and subsequently couldn't, play in the Australian Open tennis. This year he returned and played and basically won, which we are so proud of him and so happy that that happened. So to get more of the picture of the story of what happened last year and his chart in speaking about his chart relative to what was occurring and reflected through his chart and so forth, I would ask you to go to those videos. Perhaps I'll put links below this for those. But I just want to show you one very interesting thing. First of all, here's his chart. Now, this video is going to demonstrate two very specific, powerful things. Number one, asteroids. Number two, relocated charts. Okay. So let me just say this. When Novak won the title again just a couple of days ago here at the Australian Melbourne tennis, his speech was very moving and very genuine and very heartfelt. And I watched him play, and I watched him win, and I watched what happened when he won that final match against Stefanos Tsitsipas, who's a great tennis player from Greece. So it was bittersweet for me because I love Novak and I really wanted, Stefanos to win as well. I wanted them both to win, but you can never have two winners, right? It's always going to be one. But in any case, both players were exceptional, and Novak's speech really encapsulated a journey that he's been going through really since last year. But in the bigger picture, the last 15 years, but with the cataclysmic nature of events that occurred last year and what transpired and the hell that he went through and his victory upon his return to Melbourne. One of the things that he said in his speech was that he's always felt a very strong connection to Melbourne, Australia, and he's not sure why. I know why, with the astrology anyway. And so he made a strong point about that, actually. And so what I want to let you know is that there's an asteroid called Melbourne, which happens to be conjunct his sun in Gemini when he was born. Now, if that doesn't kind of make you feel wow, then I don't know what will. So anyway, that's highly significant, okay, because he's won 10 championships here in Melbourne. The 10th one was just a couple of days ago, and it's a magic number in this field. So when you relocate his chart to Melbourne, which is this chart here, look at what happens. The sun is on the ascendant and the asteroid Melbourne is on the ascendant as well. So the sun is like, it's where you shine, isn't it? It's where you are the star, and he is one of the biggest stars here in Melbourne in these Grand Slams, and this is why he feels such a strong connection to Melbourne, and just has that stardom quality. I mean, of course, it's got to do with his skill and his tremendous dedication and what he's been working for his entire life. But here's the astrology that reflects how he's seen and who he is here in Melbourne, because this is his relocated chart in Melbourne, Australia. That's all I wanted to share, because it's so powerful. It shows us, first of all, like I said, the asteroid Melbourne is conjunct his sun in his natal chart. So it would naturally be sitting right here with his sun as well in the relocated chart on his ascendant. The ascendant is who we are. It's that force, that impulse, that energy that comes out from within us and radiates our entire beingness. The ascendant is the soul incarnating into the body. The sun is where we radiate, where we shine. He is a star in Melbourne and has been, even though that incident occurred last year, which was, in my opinion, completely screwed up. But, you know, it didn't stop him from coming back and obtaining his victory, which is exactly what he did. But anyway, the astrology just shows us the correlations and the connections of things that transpire in our life and why. You know, so relocation astrology is very powerful. And also you can look at transits to the relocated chart as well, just as you would look at transits to your natal chart, your place of birth. So if you were born in New York, America, and you relocated to London, you'd look at your relocated chart in London, and you could look at the transits to that relocated chart. At the same time, you can look at your natal chart and the transits to that. And in fact, I would say look at both, because both have validity. So that's all I wanted to share. I'll be back tomorrow with the full moon in Leo reading that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. As I said, this was going to be a quick one, but for those of you that don't know about relocation, this is a really beautiful, powerful demonstration of the power of relocation. And for those of you that don't pay much attention to asteroids, I always talk about the asteroids because they are just magic when they show up and when they reveal something to us. And they do in a lot of ways. It's just about working with them and observing and correlating and finding which asteroids you want to work with and which ones resonate with you. And when it comes to locality and things like that, though, I mean, for example, when I moved into my current location, the name of the location I'm in, there is an asteroid of that, the name of that location as well, which I was not expecting. And I looked it up, and it was transiting something very significant in my chart when I moved in that corresponds to home, you know. So there's endless examples that I could give. Pay attention to asteroids. They are so powerful. And relocation astrology. See you guys tomorrow. Sending you so much love and star blessings. Bye for now.